Hey everyone, it's 40k time today. In today's game we have the Death Guard and the Drukhari locked in battle on this planet. The Drukhari again in the upper hand due to their speed and manoeuvrability in the skies. The Death Guard have a plan to deal with this. They are moving in on all of the air purifiers in this sector, and they are going to corrupt them and fill the skies with smog and clouds of flies to remove the advantage the Dark Eldar have been using against them. I don't even have a can of Monster. For £2 a month, you can donate a can of Monster to a local Warhammer. Oh, we're back. Hi Sam from Daily Dice.
Hi Rich from Warhammer.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good to go.
I'm good. We're rushed off our feet though, aren't we?
Oh, we are.
We're doing it again straight after work, which is why I don't have a can of Monster, unfortunately. So if I've got low energy during the game, you know why. That's why.
Either that or it's gone completely wrong for you.
Well, I'm using my Death Guard dice, mate, so you might as well just tune out now. I'm using my Death Guard dice, you already know what's going to happen.
Well, this is Battle of the Dice off because I'm so unlucky with my Drukhari in my dice rolls for my Dark Lancers. You're so unlucky with your Death Guard. So if we roll bad and lose the game, we've won something because we've won the...
Maybe if we could do 5 turns and no one dies.
yeah, literally.
Just do this for 5 turns.
I'm shooting wet fish here.
Let's see what happens. But you've got this. I did not realise, but this is actually your first time playing 2,000 points with your Drukhari.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it because I was saying to you off cam that basically you need big games with Drukhari to try and stack up them pain tokens. I found anyway. I've had 3 games from so far, no spoilers, but I haven't done great. So,
yeah, I feel like thematically they want to like jump on a target, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like swarm them and pick on them.
Exactly.
Like that's their tactic, isn't it?
They prey on the weak.
Yeah,
they love the weak units.
Use the speed, pick on something that's exposed, it's away from everybody else, kill that.
Yeah.
Then bounce and then try and keep doing that. And the Death Guard are having none of it. We've filled the skies with bees and flies and farts.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Sounds like Comrade, to be fair. So.
And to be fair, I love Dark Eldar anyway. I've always wanted Dark Eldar army. It's like, I was thinking, there's always like those armies that you don't even have that you always want to collect.
Yeah. There's tons for me that
I want to collect. I was thinking like Drukhari are definitely one of the armies that I would love to have but don't have. And then the other one is White Scars.
Yeah,
I've always wanted a White Scar army. But it's like a daunting scheme to do.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd love a White Scar army, and I'd love a Drukhari army. It would look not much too different to yours, really.
Yeah.
So I love the aesthetics of Cavalite warriors.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really like the face masks on the new ones, especially the ones who've got like they're supposed to look like the god. It's not like the god face.
Oh,
on
right,
the helmets,
yeah.
for the class.
Yeah, I mean, I do love Drukhari. I'm wanting to eventually start painting up like a witch cult as well.
Oh yeah.
And it'll be in a different colour scheme to the Cabal, because obviously they sort of come in as allies, even though they'll be running the same army. But I'll get like a little witch cult, and I'll eventually do a little homunculus.
Oh, there was a Dark Eldar model leaked today.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's got like a fan of blades.
Yeah. She's the leader of the Cabal, the Poison Tongue, I think. So I won't be able to. Don't do that, do you? Trying to turn me on here?
Yeah, I'm trying to distract you so I can win.
Is this a setup there?
It's a setup, yeah.
Trying to get me rock hard right here. That podcast.
Right, let's show off our lists. Let's get into the game.
Let's do it.
Okay, this is my 2,000 points of Death Guard with some demon allies. Now, I thought taking demon allies would be quite a good idea because if you've been following the new Emperor's Children, they've got Slaanesh demons rolled into their codex, so I feel like the Death Guard will also get the Chaos demons rolled into the Nurgle demons, should I say, rolled into their codex. I hope so, because I think it was like 8th edition that they did that, and I really liked it. Then they got rid of it. I quite liked having the demon allies. Small units to use, isn't it? So yeah, army rule is the aura that you've got on your models. That increases as the game goes on. Turn 1 it's a 3-inch aura, turn 2 6-inch aura, then from turn 3 onwards it's a 9-inch aura. If that aura touches an enemy model, they get -1 toughness. Yep. My detachment, I'm using the fly-blown horse, the new one, the Grotmus detachment, which gives my army all infantry gain stealth and all infantry gain scout 5 inches, which is quite handy for units like Poxwalkers and Determinators who are only movement 4, which means before the game starts they can move 5 inches, which is faster than they can normally move. And they've got access to some quite funky stratagems and enhancements. But that's my army. I'll go over the units, characters and enhancements now. Okay, we'll start off with my Warlord. It's a Death Guard Lord in Death Guard Sorcerer Lord in Terminator armour. Now, in the last game I had my Death Guard, I asked all you lot for some suggestions for naming him, and I had loads and they were all brilliant. So I've named him Damien the Lepromancer. And you guys were telling me about the history of leprosy and all kinds of things going on in the comments. It was great. But that's the name I've chosen for him, because he has the spell Curse of the Leper, which never does anything. Maybe now that I've named him, he might actually kill somebody with that spell. The spell that he can boost by stamping on his little familiar there to increase the damage and strength. And in combat he has an ability to put -1 damage on a unit in combat with him, which is fantastic. And then I've also given him an enhancement called the Plague Veil, which means if he is within range of an objective marker that I control, him and his unit have essentially lone operative 18-inch range, which in my opinion is absolutely fantastic, especially when he's leading a block of 10 Blightlord Terminators. Blightlord Terminator's actual rule of rerolling 1s to wound against the closest target with shooting is terrible, but they're cheap for Terminators and they've still got 3 wounds, toughness 6, 2+4+ save, and they've got Plague, Combi Bolters, a Flail, a Blight Launcher and a Reaper autocannon. So yeah, these lads are going to scout forward, jump on an objective, control it, then sit there with basically lone operative on them, and then behind them, the Mythic Blight Hauler is going to stay near them, because in this detachment there's a stratagem. If you're within 6 inches of a Mythic Blight Hauler, for 1 CP you can put, because they have those things like pump out like clouds of smog out the top of them, you can then put -1 to wound from shooting onto the Terminators. So you combine that with all the other defensive abilities they've got. If it works out, it's fantastic. And then my Mythic Blight Haulers have got Tank Hunter, which means you get +1 to wound vehicles. And they've just gone down in points a little bit. So if this combo pays off, it'll be absolutely fantastic. Wish them luck. My next super combo is 10 Plague Marines in a Rhino, led by a Death Guard Lord with an attached Foul Blight Spawn. Now this is Lord Fest, the Blinded One. He's the Horus Heresy Praetor model, who I did a head swap and added all the extra rust to his weapon. He's got reroll 1s to hit, and he has an aura around him, so as well as the -1 toughness, he also, if anyone is touched by that aura on a 4+, they take D3 mortal wounds, which is fantastic. And I've given him an enhancement, which I can't remember its name, but basically his unit gains assault weapons. And Plague Marines have got 2 melter guns, 2 blight launchers, a plasma gun and a plague spewer, as well as a bunch of plague power fists. So they can go legging it about and still shooting. And then I've also attached a Foul Blight Spawn, which gives the unit always strike first. And then he's got an enhancement that the unit he's attached to reroll 1s to wound against any enemy unit that is within range of the contagion of Nurgle. So they'll always be in combat, but if they shoot at a unit that also has that contagion on them by maybe it's another unit, they'll still be rerolling 1s to wound with the shooting. And like I said, they're going around in a Rhino. Absolutely fantastic combo. Let's hope this one works out as well. You know who this is, and you know why he's here. He's here for the bees! So many bees. Lord Typhus leading 20 poxwalkers. They're just ablative wounds for him. He's going to walk forward, use his psychic attack to launch bees into Dark Eldar's eyes and cause him agony and kill him. To be fair, the Dark Eldar will be taking notes. Taking note of those bees, lads. They look pretty painful. I have another Death Guard Lord. This one's in Terminator armour. He's not named yet. So, crack on. Give him a name. He's got 3 eyes. Maybe that's a clue to give him a cool name. Did a head swap on him. But yeah, Chaos Lord, so he's getting rerolls once a hit. And he has the same aura as the one in Power Armour. Sam's here. Now Sam. He's leading 3 Death Shroud Terminators, and they're going to ride around in a Land Raider. The Death Shroud are bodyguards, so they're -1 to wound if your strength is higher than their toughness. Got some more fire support with a Plague Burst Crawler. Hey, I remember its name as well. Go me. It's got a Rot Hill volley gun, 2 entropy cannons, and its big Plague Mortar with indirect fire. So it's going to be dropping some shells on some Dark Eldar's heads. Got a Plague Drone, which has got fallback and shoot and charge, or fallback and shoot, 1, 2, I'll check. It's got 2 Plague Spewers. It's going to fly around, be annoying, and melt some Dark Eldar. Then, last but not least, I've got my little demon contingent of the army. I've got a unit of 3 Nurglings who can infiltrate or deep strike if you like. I've got a Beast of Nurgle. It's like the newest unit I've painted for the army. And then I've got, which they're class because you have to take all their wounds off them in a phase. And if you don't take all the wounds off in a phase, they just get all the wounds back. Crazy. And then I've got 3 Plague Drones. Don't ask me what their special rule is because I can't remember. But they're quite tough and they're quite fast. So that's the army. Let's have a look at Sam's Drukhari. Okay, this is Sam's 2,000 points of Dark Lancers. I mean, Drukhari. Sam, this army looks sick.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's a horde army of flyers, of gunboats. It's crazy.
Literally is, isn't it?
I didn't realise, I was just saying off camera, I didn't realise that you've never used the 2,000 points yet.
No, first time, yeah.
This is your first time using it, so I didn't realise how many gunboats you actually have in this list. It's crazy.
I've been wanting to run them all together for a while, so it's my 4th game with them. I've done fantastic so far, so I'm hoping that 2,000 points is... I think this army gets really hit when they do smaller games because you don't get the pain tokens as much. Mm-hmm. And it really relies on them pain tokens. So
pain tokens is your army rule?
Yes, so I might as well go through it. So army rules, power from pain. If I kill a unit or an enemy unit fails battle shock, I get a pain token, and then pain tokens are used for things like reroll hits in shooting, reroll hits in combat, things like that. So I'm really trying to... I've been going against elite armies a lot, so I haven't been finishing off units, and it just really affects the army when I've got no pain tokens all game.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'm really hoping to rack up the pain tokens this game, but I am against a tough Death Guard list, so...
I was going to say you're up against another elite list.
Yeah, so it's it might be the same boat, but we'll see.
Gunboat.
Yeah, excuse the pun.
So, I'm going to guess that this is the newer detachment, right?
You'd have guessed wrong.
You're never using the other one.
Well, the new detachment I need Harlequins for.
Oh, wait, sorry. I want about the middle one.
The middle one.
The middle child.
Exactly that. Sky Splinter Assault. It's based around transports. I've got tons of transports. So basically, if I jump out a transport,
yeah,
I can ignore cover in the shooting phase. So it's
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, if I charge after jumping out of transport, I get Lance as well. So all my incubi, they're only strength 4. So going against Death Guard, I'll need to jump out of transport.
Don't you get sustained hits as well?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Sadly. And that's basically it. They've got loads of nice strats, loads of nice enhancements. I'll go through the game. But for example, one of them's I can move my transport, jump out, and then charge with a unit. So I can get a really fast charge across the battlefield.
Oh, so you can sort of give assault vehicle to a Drukhari vehicle, essentially.
Yeah, the assault ramp. Yeah,
assault ramp. Yeah,
exactly that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what you get. You get some good enhancements, some good stratagems, and it's all based around the transports. Which
Yeah, which you've leaned into heavily. Right, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go over your units, characters and enhancements now. Okay, Sam, who's this baldy, handsome chap who's not me?
So this is my new Archon I've painted up. The army's under new management now because the other Archon was doing so bad in the battles. This is the real Silent Tyrant. The Silent Tyrant's not actually his name, it's what people call him.
Okay.
So everyone thought the other guy was a Silent Tyrant in my lore, and then this guy just came in and pushed the other guy aside just for a bit of to be his sort of right-hand man on the battlefield, his eyes and ears.
Yeah.
Because he needs to come in, get some victories under his belt. That might not be today, but he does need to get under his belt.
Did he come up with a piece of paper that said more Dark Lancers on it? I've got a solution here, lads.
Exactly that.
They were like, why didn't we think of that?
Have you been reading my battle plans? So he's actually going to be leading a unit of Incubi, but I've just put him in the...
We just put him at the front because he's the Warlord, yeah.
Exactly that. He's going to have Nightmare Shroud and enhancement, so they can't be Overwatched when they jump out of the vehicle. Like I say, he's going to be leading 5 Incubi.
Yep.
They're going to be flying about in a Venom.
Okay.
He gives his unit reroll 1s to wound, but if that unit's empowered, they get to reroll all hits and wounds, which is really nice.
Yeah, on Incubi, yeah.
Yes, it can be really blendy in combat, which is cool. So he's got Nightmare Shroud, he does that. Oh, and if you use a strat within 12 inches of that unit, you also, it costs you an extra. So
oh, he's got the Calidus Assassin ability.
He has. He also has a tilt-in run, this is like a force field. As soon as that's gone...
Yeah, Shadow Field,
I can't re-roll it or anything like that. He just basically dies when that goes. Right. They usually don't bring the Shadow Fields, but I'm hoping today that he actually has packed it, but we'll see.
We'll do, Sam. You've lined your army up in like ranks, so your front rank of your army is all of your... these still called warriors?
Cabalite warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I've lined them up like this because... so he's a unit of Cabalite warriors, yeah. This is 10 that you're recording now.
Yeah.
When they go in Venoms, you can split them up into 2 units of 5.
Yes.
So the ones that I've sort of put 2 units of 5 next to each other like these,
yeah,
are going to be splitting up. So what you see is what you get is the special weapon team with your splinter cannon, your blaster, your shredder, your dark lance, and then the
plebs,
and then a lot of plebs in the other one.
Yeah.
So basically, just they've got sticky objectives. You can stick to objectives, and you even get that when you're in a vehicle still, which is cool. You don't have to get out.
Oh, they make the vehicle have sticky if they're in it.
Yes,
exactly.
Right, okay, that.
Cool.
And then when they're like I said, they're going to be in Venoms. The unit you're on now are basically a big blob of 10. I'm going to be shotting them in a Raider, and they're going to be with another Archon. This is the guy who used to be called the Silent Tyrant, but he was just a wannabe.
Yeah.
This guy has an enhancement called Phantasmal Smoke. So when they've jumped out of a vehicle, well, it doesn't even matter if they jumped out. If they're next to a vehicle within 6 inches, they get the benefit of they get stealth and they get cover.
All right, sick.
Because when I jump out of a Raider, they can't jump back in at the end of my turn. But in Venoms, all the other units can. So they're basically going to be sitting ducks once they jump out.
Yeah, but they'll have cover and stealth.
Cover and stealth, which is a bit handy.
Yeah, and then you've got another unit which split up the same way as the other squad on the right, yeah?
Exactly that. So 4 Venoms with 4 units of Cavalites in.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, who are these mean-looking individuals?
So that is Drukhari with 10 Incubi.
Ooh.
These are going to be flying around in a Raider as well.
Yeah.
Basically, Drukhari, he's a blender. He hunts down characters, so once per game, he gets precision.
Okay.
And if I kill a character, I get D3 pain tokens. If I kill your Warlord, I just get flat 3 pain tokens, which is really cool. It'd be cool to see. I don't know if it'd happen, but we'll see. Like I said, he's leading 10 Incubi. Incubi, at the beginning of the fight phase, you take a battle shock test for any unit in combat with them.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool because obviously if you fail your battle shocks, I get pain tokens.
Yes.
So if I tag a load of units, they're all taking battle shocks, which is pretty cool.
Can you use that pain token straight away, or do you have to wait?
Sadly not.
That's a
at
shame.
At the beginning of the shooting phase, I have to use all my pain tokens I want to use.
Because you'd think that'd be a good combo, wouldn't it? Like oh, and then you pop the pain token you just got.
It'd be fantastic, but sadly I can't.
Is Drukhari damage free by any chance?
He is damage free.
Oh, my Terminators
He also
don't like that.
gives that unit +1 to wound. Obviously, they get lance anyway, jumping out of a transport, but just in case the transport gets blew up beforehand, I can still sort of get that lance with the +1 to wound from Jazar.
Yeah, cool. And then you've got
a single unit of 5 incubi.
They're
just really flying around in a venom.
Yep.
Basically, I put my Archon in the smaller unit of incubi, because obviously he's got you can't overwatch him, so a lot of people might say he'd be better in the big unit of 10 because they can't get overwatched. But I just think there's too many eggs in one basket if he's in a unit of 10, and I can just see that Raider just getting focused fired on. Mm-hmm. So because he's with a little unit of 5, it just gives you more different transports to think about killing, instead of just the one that you know you
in previous games against this army, it is sometimes confusing. Who is ringing me now? Who is ringing me?
Not your mum.
Okay, so your last unit of infantry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are Scourge. If anyone's seen my previous battle reports for Scourge, I just have so much bad luck with them. The hit on 4s anyway. They've got heavy weapons, but they never stay still. They're always on the move. So hitting on 4s, and they just always underperform for me. The eyeglass cannons, they just die if you get line of sight to them. But today I've given haywire weapons. So basically, these have got anti-vehicle. So they get 2 shots each. Again, hitting on 4s. But obviously, if they've got a pain token, I could be re-rolling. And then devastating wounds on a 4+ and anti-vehicle. So you're in the damage free. So they could really get through that damage on vehicles.
It's really good. Strike. It's really good on the AdMech, innit? On the breaches.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And they've got move, shoot, move as well, so they can shoot and then they move 6 inches, which is really cool.
What's the range of a haywire gun?
It's 24. So and they've got deep strike, so they can. If I put them in deep strike, I could potentially bring them down and hopefully pop a vehicle.
Definitely. If you've got a pain token up your sleeve.
Yeah, that's
then
it.
Pop down like and blow your tank up. Yeah, nice. Now we're on to all your vehicles, all your little gunboats. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll talk about Venoms, then we'll talk about Raiders, then we'll talk about Ravagers, eh?
Yeah, let's do that. So let's do this in a order. Venoms, I've got 6 of them. Yeah. So I absolutely love Venoms. The main reason I actually started collecting Drukhari, because I just love them. I don't know what it is about them. It was a toss up between these and Harlequins, because obviously they've got their Venom equivalents as well. Mm-hmm. But they're just really cool, really fast move, 14 inches. They've got 2 splinter cannons on them, so they actually are quite deadly as well, with that damage too. Yeah. They've all got stealth, so the -1 hit. They've all got deep strike, fire index 6, so you can shoot out with them. And their special ability is, like I say, if, at the end of my turn, if there's an infantry unit within 6 inches of them, they can just jump back in it. So you've got a lot of units jumping out, jumping in. But the best thing about
Let me begin.
Yeah, exactly that. And if the incubi get out, blend an enemy unit, then they can just jump back in and be safe again. Well, potentially safe. They are a bit glass cannon-y, but which is fantastic. And there's a strat where if at the end of the combat phase, I can even fall back out of combat and jump in a vehicle. So potentially I'll be trying to keep my incubi alive by trying to keep jumping them back in transports. Right. If that happens or not, who knows? But yeah, it's pretty cool. Then you say you want to go to the Raiders, right?
Yeah, well,
so the 2 Raiders there, the 2 guys at the front with the infantry hanging off.
One was less Dark Lancers.
Exactly that. They've got 1 Dark Lance each. These are cool. They're not the toughest of vehicles. None of them really are in the Drukhari range. But these have got, obviously, the unit of Incubi in Drazarin, and then one's got the unit with the Archon in 10 Cavalite Warriors. The only ability this has got is basically you can auto-advance 6 inch.
Right,
so
okay.
If a unit's out there and I don't need to worry about it, I can just fly up and try and get a secondary maybe, or I don't know, maybe behind enemy line, something like that.
Are they alright in combat considering they've got all these dudes hanging off them?
No. Oh. There's a strat where I can do a lot of mortal wounds if it's got a unit inside, so I can combine that with tank shock, and I could actually punch out a lot of mortal wounds.
You'd think it'd have a rule like, do you know, like your beast snaggers and the kill rigs? And
yeah, like the infantry fight as well.
Yeah, the hunter rig, sorry, yeah.
But then again, Drukhari infantry aren't fantastic. It'd be good if they had a load of incubi hanging off it.
Yeah. Just slicing heads off.
Yeah. Then the Raiders, last but not least.
These Ravagers.
The Ravagers. These have 3 Dark Lancers each. And their rule is if I shoot a unit at full strength, I can reroll hits of 1.
Okay.
So I don't have to put all my pain tokens on these, which is pretty cool, especially if I'm going to start chipping down a vehicle on full strength. I can sort of miss one out, if you get me.
Yeah.
These, it's going to be the third time we're using these. They haven't performed yet for me, but 3 Dark Lancers on paper, it should be punching some holes in enemy units, so we'll see. Today might be the day.
What is the defensive stat line of these
Basically
vehicles?
a Rhino. These are toughness 9, 11 wounds, 4 up save and a 6 up invuln.
So that's for a Ravager?
Yeah, so a Raider's exactly the same, but instead it's toughness 8 and only got 10 wounds.
Right, okay.
So they are very weak. So if I pop the little noses out, I really have to kill what I'm shooting, otherwise they're going to get hit back.
Venom's a toughness 6 wounds, is that correct?
Exactly that, and they've got, again, 4 up save, 6 up invuln.
Right, lovely. Well, the army looks sick.
Cheers,
let's
man.
wish them the best of luck. Let's hope those Dark Lancers pay off.
Yep.
Okay, let's go over the mission and the rules and stuff that we're playing. So we're playing Crucible of Battle, these triangular deployments on the shortboard edges, and then Terraform is the mission we're playing because I thought that made sense with the idea of the Death Guard trying to terraform, basically trying to turn the whole planet into a big smoggy Middlesbrough looking place, which is where I live, FYI. And the mission rule, because I put this great big air purifying AdMech building in the centre, it's quite hard to play objectives when you've got a big centrepiece. So what you do is you play hidden supplies so you can split your objective, and then it goes either side of it instead, and it looks like they're fighting over the building, do you know what I mean, to take control of it. So it's really good. Top tip if you want to do like a narrative centre focused game, just play hidden supplies so you can make them be more points in the centre. Now, Terraform, the objectives are worth 4 points each, and you can score more points by terraforming them, which means you perform an action on the objectives. It completes at the end of your opponent's next turn, so you can stop them. But as long as you've terraformed an objective, that will always score you 2 points unless your opponent terraforms it. So you'll get 2 points extra, so you can score a maximum of 15 per turn from this mission. Then as far as scenery, we've got like sort of a figure 5 going on. We've got the big centrepiece is obscuring, then we've got a couple of obscuring buildings in that compound there. You've got the big building with the generators on top, so another obscuring. The containers are obscuring, then we've got obscuring over there, and then we've got big in with the containers, and then we've got like this generatory thing. Anything else is just pipes or walls, get you cover if you need them for your infantry. As far as how I've deployed, the Death Guard are moving in, so we've got Plague Beast Crawler behind this building, we've got the Rhino. I don't know how he got in there, but he's in there. It's like, you know, in Grand Theft Auto, you just find a vehicle and you're like, how did that get there?
Oh, you put a cheat code in.
You put a cheat, yeah, just fell in. It just spawned you, we don't know. Then we've got my Terminators over at this fuel compound with the Land Raider behind them, drone behind them, and then Typhus and his bees and Poxwalkers are over on the left flank. And then let's have a look at the sneaky Drukhari, what they're up to. What's happening, Sam?
Yeah, basically, I'm quite light on that flank, but
So am I, yeah.
Mirrored you a little bit there. So there's the Raider with the Cavalry Warriors in.
Yep.
The Venom with some special weapon team in. A massive big car park.
Oh my god!
Because they can sort of split off each way, then they're really fast, so I don't have to worry too much about being stuck to one side, because I can just whip some stuff over.
Yeah, they're fast enough to go wherever they want, aren't they?
Yeah, and then just some Venoms here with some Incubi in and another special weapon team.
Okay, yeah, well, obviously the main question in all games is do you want to go first or not?
I think I can take either this one.
It's odd for my army because I've got Scout. Having Scout kind of makes you want to go first, doesn't it? You kind of want to jump to the objectives.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go first, if any, but I think I'd be happy second.
Yeah, well, if you go first, there's a few lines of sight that you can grab. Obviously, I'll have cover and stuff like that, but you're still going to be able to fire a zillion Dark Lancers down at me. So you'll be able to pop something, I imagine. So let's just find out. The dice will decide, mate, not us.
Do it.
I'm using a Death Guard dice, by the way, so it's GG Sam anyway.
These are bad dice as well.
Our dice are equally matched.
Come on, a one.
Right, so there you go. Dark Eldar, Drukhari, turn 1. Okay, turn 1 for the Drukhari. Sam's got 1 command point. He's got area denial, that's get units into the centre of the board. If there's no one there, you get more points. And engaging on fronts is get into the table quarters. Getting more quarters, you get more points. I did my scout move, so Typhus and my Terminators all moved forward 5 inches. That's where that's at. And then Sam, over to you. What's happening, mate?
Yeah, to be fair, a lot's happened here. So engaging all fronts, I can get 3 quarters just by moving this a little bit forward.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm still hid behind the terrain, so I won't be able to shoot, but at least I'm getting engaged on all fronts now.
Okay, yeah.
These have all popped the noses out, because I've got basically, I could either go for a Land Raider or some Terminators. I don't know which one I'm less scared of, but we'll see.
Okay.
This Venom's popped its nose out as well, get some splintered cannon shots out.
Okay, yeah.
This is stayed put. I've already stuck this objective, but he's sort of just screening back lines out. This one stayed put as well, just screening back lines out. This unit jumped out of this Venom to start, what's it called, terraforming?
Terraforming, yeah.
Terraforming, so they're terraforming this.
Yeah.
He's flew over there and he's terraforming this.
Okay, yeah.
And these lads have jumped out of this Venom under here,
yeah.
And they are getting area denial.
Okay.
So lots of points going on, lots of...
Are they not terraforming any of that?
So there's nothing... well, terraforming has to be on objectives, right?
You stood on one?
Yeah, so these aren't. These are going
what
to
about the Venom?
be shooting. This Venom's not on an objective.
What about this one?
Oh, sorry.
Why doesn't that one just do it?
I'll get back to you on that one, but basically that's everything I've done. I might terraform that, and the reason I might not is because I kind of want as much shots as I get this turn 1 as I can get in 2 splinter cannons. There's nothing to sniff at, especially shooting at Terminators. I could maybe pop a Terminator potentially.
Yeah, potentially, mate. Yeah.
Or terraform, potentially get points, and points is the big.
Yeah.
Big in there.
Well, we'll get into it in the shooting phase. We'll see what you go for.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam is terraforming the 3rd objective with this Venom, but the Cabalite Warriors packed with all the weapons, they're going to go for the Terminators apart from the Darklands, which is going for the rear of my Land Raider. Then we've got another Venom, which is also going for the Terminators, and we've got another Venom, which is also going for the Terminators. So, I'll tell you what we'll do, because there's a lot of weapons to roll for. I'll recap how those units got on, then we'll go to the Dark Lancers. Okay, the toughness of the Terminators came through there, one of them was injured. Now, if you've got to finish off the shoot with that Dark Lance, which is going for the Land Raider. I used one command point on a stratagem called Myphitic Invigoration, which means, because the Terminators within 6 of my Myphitic Blight Hauler, they've got -1 to wound if shot by higher strength weapons than their toughness, just to make them even more tough. Yeah. But, lads, the Dark Lance hits on a 4+ against my Land Raider. Yeah.
That's it.
So over to that gun battery of Ravagers, yeah?
Basically...
What are they going for?
The one without the... basically, they're all going for the tank.
Or the Land Raider?
This has got... Now they've got the buff on them, it's kind of pointless.
Okay.
So the one without the pain token on, I'll go for first.
Okay, yeah, these are Sam's pain tokens, by the way. I think they're from Shades by Underworlds.
Alright.
But
they're pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cool.
First one hit on freeze. 2, of course, and then we're wounds on 4s.
Yep.
Just one, -3.
So 4 up for the Land Raider. Yeah, it's fine.
Nice.
Now these ones. So what do the pain tokens do again? They'll allow you to
reroll.
Alright, okay, so it's next Ravager at the Land Raider, yeah?
Next one, Land Raider, yeah.
Beautiful.
And we're wounds on 4s. Just one.
Okay, 4+ again?
Yep.
That one does get through, mate.
So D6 +2, 6.
6 damage, yeah. So Land Raiders have 16, right? So it's got 10 left.
I have no idea. I've never used one in my life. That's one. Reroll the hits with the pain token.
Nice.
And moves on 3 saves.
Oh, that's what you wanted, mate. That's what you wanted. 4s. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, the Death Guard dice. No.
Is that all 3?
Yeah, you passed all yours. I failed all mine.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be 6, 5, 6, 7, and then 3.
So it's dead.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Alright, okay, does it explode? It doesn't. Land Raider's gone. That's all my only anti-tank gone. Turn 1. Dark Lancers. Okay, end of Drukhari, turn 1 for Sam. He scored 7 points on his secondaries. He's got 2 pain tokens. You're going to go to 2 command points, right?
Yep.
And then you've completed area denial and you've completed engaging all fronts, yeah? Cool, so it's Death Guard, turn 1. my Lord got out, Land Raider's gone, rip. So, yeah, let's see how the Death Guard get on in their turn 1. Okay, Death Guard turn 1. I've drawn extend battle lines, that's have your home objective and get one. That is that one, I hope it is, because that's what I've done, that's what I've aimed for. I hope it's that one where you've got to have your home and one in the middle.
Yeah.
And then recover assets is not getting done, it's going to be a command point at the end of the turn because Death Guard are slow. It'd been okay if I'd got it second turn, because then I could have had my demons do it for me, but it's turn 1, so there we go. So that's not getting done. I've got 1 CP. My Plague Burst Crawler drove over that wall to get that objective there, so that extend battle lines. I know there's some haywires coming in, so I've moved my drone just in case I need to overwatch any bird boys when they turn up. Lord, he's just advancing up. Rhino's driving up. It's probably going to pop its flamers out the roof, get rid of some Dark Eldar. My Terminators are now controlling an objective, which means they've now activated their Plague Veil, so they've now got Lone Operative essentially at 18-inch range. They can only be shot if you're within 18. And they're up against the wall and up on top of these fuel containers, looking quite cool. Over the other side, we've got Typhus. The Mythic Blight Haulers within range of the Terminator, so I can do that combo again if I need to. Typhus is advanced up. He can still launch his bees. There's some Dark Eldar around this corner he might be able to get. And apart from that, I'm basically just going to, for this turn, probably target a few plebs. Unfortunately, my Land Raider is gone, so I won't necessarily be shooting back at the Ravagers yet. So get as many Dark Eldar off the objectives as I can, and then hold on to my butt for the counter attack. So that's it. So it's Death Guard shooting phase turn 1. Yeah, 2 things. Sam remembered that you're supposed to put the Dark Eldar back into the Venom at the end of his turn, so it was fine. So I just moved my Rhino to the left so I can still see the Venom. And I'll just fight. The guys with the flamers jump back inside, and then the guys with the melter guns pop out instead. And then question: there's a squad underneath that gantry there. They haven't jumped back in the Venom because they're doing a secondary, which says it's completed at the end of the turn, but the Venom ability to jump in is at the end of the turn. So we figured it was, if you want to score your secondary, you need to stay out of the Venom, because obviously, well, not obviously, because it's a question, but that's the way I see it. You either pick to get back in the Venom for safety, or you stay out to complete your secondary objective. Makes sense to me, but that might not be how the rules are written. If you know answers on a postcard, please. Shooting phase, I want to put 2 melter guns into that Venom, out of that Rhino. Anything else from everything from the Rhino will shoot at it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. 2 melter guns first. Both hit. You see your toughness 6.
Yeah.
So freeze. 1.
So 6 up in 1.
Yeah.
5 goes through.
Yeah, damage D6. 1. What wounds is it? 6. Could I pop it in one shot?
Potentially, if you roll a 6.
If I rolled a 6, I could pop it with a CP reroll. I'm doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no! Yes, a 2 of that. That was worth 1 CP, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Next up, the Havoc Launcher. 6 shots. Go on, Havoc Launcher. Shows how it's done. What's the hit? It's 3 hits. It's strength 5. Your toughness 6, right? So 5s. 2.
2, 4s. I'm getting it covered there. So 2 3-ups.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's got 3 wounds remaining. It's combi weapon. It's got 2 shots. Both missed. And 4 shots from its Plague Bolter. It's 2 hits. 5s. 1 more.
Real.
Yeah, that's alright from that. Okay, dokie. Damn. Got my, what are you called? Plague Burst Crawler. He's going to split fire. He's going to put his mortar indirect onto that squad there because they're terraforming. Then it's Rot Hail and its 2 entropies will go for the Venom over there. So I'll start with the 2 entropies, hitting on a 4 against that because he's got stealthy, so that's 1 hit. Let me just check. Entropy cannons lethal hits. They are lethal hits. And it's
-4, right?
-3.
-3, so it will be a 6.
It's 6 out of 6 regardless, innit? Oh, there you go. After all that, it's Rot Hail. 2 hits. Nothing from the Rot Hail, and then we've got the Death Guard dice being Death Guard dice. Onto them lads over there, so that'll be 4 on top of that, so it's 7 shots. So the mortar on those lads' heads over there, I'm going to hit them on 4s. The Death Guard dice I might have to change these.
Yeah,
I don't know whether I can go full game. I don't know whether I can go full game with these dice. They are truly, truly awful. Observe. I'm changing them. This side, the one missile shot at the Venom, see if I can pop it with the hauler. Hits on a 4, but wounds on a 2. It hit. Oh, by the way, I did change the dice. I couldn't. From my own mental health, I couldn't.
Yeah, because you'd have probably missed that as well, wouldn't you?
See, that was going to be a 1, that, and then it changed to a 4. Did you see it?
Yeah. What's the fee on this?
It's a crack missile, sort of -2.
-2, yeah. And I don't recover from there, so it'll just be 6 up.
Yeah.
No.
Damage D6 on that. That's free, that's enough to get it.
Jubilee, see if he blows. He doesn't.
Then you've got, what, 5 dudes in there?
5 dudes, 1 dice.
Go! Bees! Oh, the bees! Oh my god, they're in my visor. They're on the windshield there. 2+. Oh, there we go. Cause... Oh no, I think you just cause 3 wounds to the unit. Oh wait, so that's... The first one's I feel no pain, and then I can lose 2 poxwalkers. Great.
You want to swap dice?
No, that's it. No, you're only allowed 1. That's a new rule on Warhammer. You're only allowed 1 dice swap per game. This is the rules that I've just made up. So take us out 2 poxwalkers from the back there, please, Sam, mate. Yeah. It's all going well. Everything's fine.
You'll get them back.
We'll have my Terminators now. They've got a few targets in front of them. I'll let you know what they're doing. A lot of dice to roll for my Terminators, but basically here's the crack. The 2 heavy weapons in the squad are going for this Venom, and then everybody else is going to blast this squad up at the front. We've got there's 5 of them left, but the sergeant is wounded, so I can have some decent dice roll, and I'll do them off cam, and I'll let you know how I got on. When I come back, everyone's dead. Ah! Okay, at the end of turn 1 for the Death Guard, I've scored 5 points because I did extend battle lines, and then recover assets I'll get rid of to get me a command point, and then going into Sam's turn 2, I'll be on 2 command points. So it's over to Drukhari turn 2, and Sam has successfully terraformed that objective there and that objective there on the right. Obviously I stopped him by taking out the Venom over there, so it's Drukhari turn 2. Turn 2 for the Drukhari. Sam's got 2 command points. He's drawn Defence Stronghold, which is just keep hold of your home objective until the end of my next turn. And Established Locust is doing action in your opponent's deployment zone or in the centre. If you do it in the centre, it's less points. If you do it in your opponent's deployment zone, it's more points. One thing just before I go over your turn, I forgot to do around it what the Terminators did. They just did some damage to a Venom and they killed some Drukhari. It wasn't particularly fantastic shooting. And then Sam, want to recap what's happening?
I forgot to drop stuff in, Rich.
You forgot to drop stuff in.
Should we do it live?
He's doing it live. He's bringing in a Venom. Okay, yeah, so that they've popped in, and then you've just popped in some Scourges. But start on this side, mate, and then just go through everything that's happening.
Yeah, so lots happened. Basically, these jumped out. There was just 5 incubi, and they jumped out with the Venom that was sort of in here. You Overwatcher your Terminators and killed 3 of them and put the one down onto 1 wound. Because they want 1 wound each besides from the Sergeant guy.
Yep.
Then this Venom flew forward with the Silent Tyrant in. These can't be Overwatched, so you did think about this, but obviously because of the enhancement, they can't be Overwatched. These jumped out for a CP.
Yeah, I thought, well, I might as well just try and do something. And I think they slightly overperformed with my Overwatch anyways, made up for the terrible shooting phase in my own turn. Maybe I should just shoot you in your turn.
Yeah, I tell you, I think that was really good because I've sort of had to do that. You sort of forced my hand with this one because I don't think 2 are going to do anything to the vehicle or them.
Yeah, Typhus is mine. While he's got the Poxwalkers, I just want to hit.
Yeah. So these just actually moved back a little bit. They've got 2 targets, either the Plague Blade Crawler or the Rhino.
They've got themselves a nice little shooting spot here.
Yeah. This flew back. This was the one that actually did have the incubi in. It got like 6 on the advance. It was moving 20. It flew back and just screened here.
Yes.
For Defence Stronghold. This guy, the Cabalites jumped back in that were here, and it's flew back. It's still got some ranger stuff, and it's also screening as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one has all the incubi in Drazarin.
Yeah.
That's flew there just to get cover for maybe later turns.
Yeah, just advanced the full 6, so it did like a 20-inch move or something mad stuff.
This is moved here. This has the other Archon in, and these have jumped out. They're going to try and get some shots or something over there.
Yeah.
This one, the incubi, the Cabalites from here have all jumped in it.
Yeah.
And that's basically just hasn't really moved. It's just stayed on this objective.
Yeah.
And then the Scourge have dropped in here, so they've got line of sight on these vehicles.
Yeah, cool.
So
there's lots and lots of pain coming my way, I think. one raider here is going to target my Rhino. I've got 1 CP left after doing my Overwatch. I'm just going to pop smoke on the Rhino because the more units that I make shoot it, it's going to get popped, but the more that I make shoot it, the better, because then you're going to start putting splinter cannons into the Death Guard, so that's no good. So, do you get cover from smoke as well? You do, don't you? Yes, you do get the benefit of cover as well as -1 to hit. So anyway, back to the Raider with Darklands. Freem.
Darklands hitting on 4s now. So he hits, he doesn't wound.
Okay, then just while Sam has a think about what he's doing with his big guns, he's just going to try and kill some Poxwalkers. I'll let you know how we got on. The Venoms and the crew fired at the Poxwalkers, took out, I think he took 4 out with you. The stealth was really helping him. And then we've got these 2 remaining Dark Eldari people. We're going to put a blaster into the Rhino and then the Darklands into my Plague Burst.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So blaster hits, doesn't wound.
Okay.
The Darklands hits, does wound.
Does wound, yeah. Do a roll. Yeah, gets through that, mate.
D6+2.
Yeah.
So 6 damage.
I don't know what wounds it has, I'll check. Okay, next up the Scourges are going to try and finish off the Plague Burst Crawler, which is half dead.
So hitting on 4s, reroll it.
Yep.
Rolling. And then this is just devastating wounds on 4s.
Okay, yeah, so it's definitely dead.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2, but that does kill it because the damage free a pop.
Yeah, okay, do I explode? I don't explode, but that's Plague Burst Crawler gone.
And then they're going to move.
The Ravager on the far right is taking on the Rhino.
Yep, so 3 shots hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because it's full strength.
Yeah.
So 1 hits.
Yeah.
3s. Oh,
okay.
No.
Cool.
I'm going to carry on the
next one. Is this the one that doesn't have the things on either?
This
doesn't have a paint token.
Yeah. So 4s, 2 hits.
Yeah.
3s. I'm tempted to CP that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to. So 2 saves.
So you got 1 CP left, and then -3. Did you say? Yeah. So we'll go down to -2. So 5s and 6s. I make 1, fail 1.
Okay, so D6+2.
Yeah. So 3 damage off the Rhino.
Yep.
Last Ravager, which has pain tokens on it, which means it rerolls these hits.
So 4s. Reroll.
I was expecting you to get hits with it, you know.
Oh, just 1.
Just the 1, yeah. 5 or 6. No, but get through, mate.
So D6+2. Howdy 4.
Does +2. It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
So it's down to 3. It'll be the Old Tyrant and his Cabalite Warriors. Sam, explain to the audience what you've done.
Yeah, I set this up basically to put a pain token on these lads and to reroll all hits and wounds and use a strat where they get sustained hits too. Of course I got them out and completely didn't think, and I've shot all my stuff with pain tokens as well, otherwise Richard would let me swap, but it is what it is. I'm going to still use the strat to get sustained hits too because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, so that's you out of CP and they've got sustained hits too.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, let's...
and you're going to try and pop the Rhino.
I'm going to try and pop the Rhino, I
right.
think. Yeah.
Your big guns first, is it?
Yeah, so Darklands misses.
Okay.
I don't think the 18-inch range stuff are in, let me double check.
Okay, no worries. Blaster.
It hits. Oh, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't have pop smoke.
No. We've got
where is it?
We've got the.
To be fair, I did say at the beginning that the Death Guard's plan was to fill the sky with smoke.
It's working so far. That doesn't do anything. And we've got a load of splinter rifles, so it's
okay.
Not much going to be happening really.
No worries. No worries. We'll let you know if he kills it or not. In case he kills it, we'll film it. So this is splinter rifles, yeah?
These are splinter rifles.
So are these like a NAF strength, but they've got anti-infantry?
Yeah. So they're wounded on 6s. It's a real shame that I didn't talk on these. Reroll 1s. Well, there's 1.
There you go. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, and I've got a shredder. 6 shots.
That's going to do it.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Super shredder.
6 wounded on 5 axes. Just 1.
Okay. Any minus to that?
No, there is.
It doesn't matter. It caused a wound.
Nice.
Don't tell me it's like D3 damage or something. So the Rhino's down to 2.
Yeah.
It's your last bit of shooting, isn't it, Sam?
I believe so.
So these lads are doing established locus.
Yeah.
But the Venom is going to try and take out the Rhino.
Yeah, let's try it. So hitting on 4s.
Nice, what you wanted, innit?
They all miss, but then them 2 go back in, so not too bad. And then these are 6s, that's the problem. No.
Oh, so that's the splinter cannons have got a NAF strength.
Free as well,
oh,
yeah.
strength 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
So that's the shooting phase over with, yes? So now some charges.
Yep.
But he had sustained hits too, because he paid a CP for it, and he got another wound off the rhino with a splinter rifle shot. There's a splinter in its bum, and now Sam is actually considering charging the rhino with 2 Dark Eldar to boot it and break their ankles on the side of it. But are you going to do that just for the lols?
Yeah, let's just do it. So
Okay.
it's an 8-inch.
Yeah.
They're not in.
Okay, they're not as confident as you in their ability to take that one wound off it. But then you're going to have your incubi charging over here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Combat, we've got this unit of 2 incubi and the unit of 5 incubi with the tyrant, who've got a pain token on them, which gives them rerolls to. Is it rerolls to hit and wound?
Yeah.
Is that because the Archon rule?
That's the outcome.
All right, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So you're going to go for them first.
Yeah, I might as well do these 2 first.
I just want to see how the 2 plebs get on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
So
see
you
how
might
they
just want to hit because of the flies.
Yeah, exactly that. So 4s. Just the 1. And
So many flies.
So many
Ah!
this is ridiculous.
Flies.
He does wound. That's 3.
Yeah. What's the damage?
2.
Yeah, you chop a poxwalker down.
Chop a poxwalker down. Lovely. I'm not feeling that confident about this unit now.
Yeah, you got rerolls, mate. You be sound.
Yeah.
The sergeant of the pain token squad's got his demiglaves. Yeah.
Yeah, realistically, I should have done it with the other squad, but I didn't now. So, Sergeant with the demiglaves, hitting on 4s, and then we're re-rolling here, thank goodness. And then this is wounding on, what's your toughness? 4.
4.
So it's wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Re-rolling. So 3 go through, so just 1 damage each.
All right. Okay. So 5s and 6s. It's nice. He chops down 3 poxwalkers.
Sounds pretty nice. And then I'll do all the rest of the weapons.
Yes.
So hitting on 3s.
4s.
4s, sorry. That makes a big difference. Very big difference. And then 4s again. Get rid of them. And then
These were on 3s or rerolls.
these are using on 3s with rerolls. So you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 more.
But they're damage 2.
He's damage 2.
It's 6 of them, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So that's just leaving that was 6 more killed. Now we've got 4 poxwalkers left and Typhus. Now the silent tyrant is attacking. He might kill off the rest of the poxwalkers. Ideally, you want to get rid of the poxwalkers so they don't so Typhus doesn't add back to the unit now.
I definitely don't want them coming back, put it that way.
Yeah, so you want 4 poxwalkers dead of your attacks ideally.
I want 4 poxwalkers dead. And
Yes.
5 attacks.
5 attacks easy. That the math works out, mate.
It works out. Hit on 2s.
Is that with a -1?
Oh, sorry, we're on the -1. It's 3s. Rerolling these. So we've got 4.
That's all you needed,
We've got
mate.
4. Anti-infantry 3. No! Sorry, I'm not going to kill them all.
What damage is that?
Damage 2.
Okay. First one. Second one. Third one. Yeah, so that leaves Typhus and a single poxwalker remaining. That is not what you wanted. Because attacks back. Unfortunately, Typhus's melee attacks can't bring back poxwalkers, but his bees in the shooting phase can. So I got 1 poxwalker. He's obviously going to kill himself. 2 incubi. He hits on a 5. No, he's not going to kill 2 incubi. Next up, Typhus. Typhus is going to try a sweep with his scythe. 10 attacks, hitting on 2s with lethal hits. 2 lethals and the rest hit. It wounds on 2s. So that is 8 4+ saves for the incubi.
8 4+ saves for the incubi. Let's do this. Let's do this.
So you'd have to roll 6, wouldn't you?
Are these damage 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6. So
3.
2. Yep. So 5 go through. So it just leaves the one.
The sergeant and the tyrant left.
Yep.
Okay. At the end of turn 2 for the Drukhari, Sam got big 15 on primary. He smashed it, and then got 4 points on secondaries for established locus. Is that right? Yeah. And then defense stronghold is complete at the end of my turn. But it's over to Death Guard turn 2. I can smell some demons on the way. Turn 2 for the Death Guard. I've drawn some good cards, I think, because the demons have arrived. So I've got engage in all fronts, get in table quarters. That's easily done when you've got units coming down from deep strike, and then sabotage. Get on a scenery piece. If it's in the mid board, it's worth 3. If it's in your opponent's deployment zone, it's worth 6. So I'll talk through what's happening. So the drone's just going to fly over, flame, melt, whatever is coming out of it, snot, all over those Drukhari there. The Death Guard Lord is moving up the centre. He's just going to, again, fire his torrent weapons at those two remaining Drukhari warriors. And we've got the Rhinos moved up onto the objective. He's got 2 wounds remaining because the Rhinos heal in the command phase. Lord Fest and all of his Plague Marines jumped out. They've got short charge range to the Scourges, and they're also in full rapid fire range and flamer range of the old Tyrant and his Drukhari. Over this side of the battlefield, we've got he's called. I named him. I called him Damien, the lepromancer, because he's got the curse of the leper. You know, that someone suggested lepromancy. The spell that never does anything. He is still yet to give anyone leprosy. All your body parts are safe around this lad. They are not going to drop off. But anyway, they've moved through the fuel depot and they're going to go help out Typhus. Same with the Hauler. It's going to help out. Because not bad in combat, those things, to be fair. And then right over at the back end of the board, whoa, we've got the drones have dropped in behind this big generator thingy-majig. My Beast of Nurgle has dropped in on this pipe work to do sabotage. They're quite good because you have to kill them within a phase otherwise it gets all the wounds back. And then to get this other table quarter, my Nurglings have dropped in here. I'm obviously metagaming with my oval bases, so if I win, that's why. Sam's already got his excuse now, used oval bases. It's not my fault they came with when I bought them. So that's where we're at. We'll tell you what, while I'm looking at him, they've got no, he's just going to shoot at that, not the venom, sorry, the soon to be dead aliens. 6 hits.
And again, it's this thing of completely secondary at the end of the turn, so let us know in the comments if these can jump back in there or not.
Yeah, it should have the, in Age of Sigmar, things are worded like when things happen within a phase to make things easier. But right now in this phase, they're going to melt like that dude in Robocop. Yeah, that's 6 minus 1.
6, 5 up.
Help me!
Yeah, you're right. A lot have melted.
Yes.
3, 4 died.
Yeah. Get away from me, man! Death Shroud will just melt those 2 in that building there. So this is 4 Plague Spurt gauntlets. That's 9, 11, 15 hits. There is now a puddle where they once were. Next up, you know what, my Rhino. What are you going to do? Because I might as well see how my Hauler does against that venom, because it's the only target it's got. So yeah, so my Hauler will just target the venom. So it's got its multi-melter hitting on. You got to stealth those things, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, it doesn't matter. Hit twice. 2s to wounds. Yeah, 2s to wounds because it's got the tank hunter.
Yeah.
So
minus 4, right?
Yeah, so it's just did good.
No, 4.
Yeah, that is.
Should be a dead venom. Yeah.
Yes.
Does it blow? It doesn't.
So the Hauler gets rid of the venom. Frees up my Rhino to do something. They might as well just target the closest Ravager. So 2 shots with combi weapon. Not combi weapon, it's combi bolter. Both hit. 1 wound, no AP or anything.
No AP, so 4 up?
Yeah, the combi weapon. Missed. Havoc launcher. 1 shot. Go on. Hit though. Didn't do anything. Yep. So over here with Lord Fest and his Plague Marines, I don't want to shoot anyone at the Scourges because I want to charge them and beat them up. And I want to save my CP to make sure that happens. So all of the weapons will target the Cabalite Warriors with the Tyrant, but I've got so many weapons and so many dice to roll. It's going to be fine. It looks like Dawn of War. Well, you know what happens. You roll that well. Melter Gun's got 2, but that didn't really well. It didn't roll very well for my Flamers, and the stealth actually helped out a lot. So I only took out 3 in total, one of them being the Sergeant with the 2 wounds. So and then like I said, I'm going to charge into the Scourges. So last up is Typhus. Typhus will target the I'll target the smaller unit of. Oh no, because I want my.
I think the sergeant had 2 wounds. He doesn't have 2 wounds. He has 1. It's these sergeants that have 2. So
all right, you've been doing that. You've been doing that all game.
Sorry, mate.
I'm going to target the Silent Tyrant's unit with the bees. Yeah, that's going to be D6 wounds to the unit. 2 mortal wounds to the incubi.
Nice. And he does have 2 wounds.
Alright, so he becomes a poxwalker.
Yeah.
This fat one here. I'm an incubi. Okay, the Terminators are doing all kinds of split firing. So the front rank that's on this side of the wall are going to fire over at that venom over there on the right. Then the Terminators are at the back who aren't in range. 2 of them are going to try and take out that last Marine Warrior, and the other 2 will shoot at the venom here, which is actually the closest target, so they get their Amazing Rule activates against that. So, like I say, because I'm splitting fire and there's loads of different weapons, I'll let you know how they got on. So, absolutely terrible shooting, as per usual. Took a wound off that venom and took 2 wounds off that venom. Absolutely spectacular. Which leaves me at the charge phase. I've got 1 CP, just in case. So, first up, Lord Fest into the Scourges. Yeah, he's rolled a 10, so he's in, I imagine. And then I don't even know if I need to roll, but they're in over there. Combat phase off with that Hauler that's charging at those 2 incubi. He's got 4 attacks, hits on freeze, he's got lethal hit. He gets 3 hits and a lethal hit. All wounded as well, they're all -1.
So 4 ups. Yeah, you get him.
Yeah, eats the incubi. Okay, next up we're going to put that shadow field to the test. So there's 6 Blight Lord Terminators and the Sorcerer. Now, I'm not doing the Sorcerer's fight phase ability of -1 damage because he could injure himself by doing it, and I would rather save it for dealing with Drukhari. So
I'm going to have to get a picture of this.
Of what, 10 Terminators standing on your tyrant's head?
Yeah.
So first up, swinging at the Archon is the Flail of Corruption. 6 attacks, lethal hits, hitting on 3. So he's got a lethal hit, just absolutely flailing all over trying to get him, and then wounding on 2s. So that is 4 saves for him, but you've got to roll these one at a time, haven't you, because of his shadow field.
First one.
Yeah.
The one there.
Oh, there's the one. The shadow field is down.
Already gone down. A little bit earlier than I'd like.
Next up, the Bubonic Blades of the Terminators into the Silent Tyrant, who they can now see. Wounded him on 2. Ooh, that is 9, 12. Minus 12.
He's 4.
He's dead. He's permanently silent now.
Yeah, he's been.
This Archon over on this side of the battlefield's like this. Good. Good. Leaves. Next up, Lord Fest and his Plague Marines are going to attack into the Scourges. So Lord Fest is up first. He's got 5 attacks with his. They can't have a scythe, so just count it as a Plague Power Fist. So Plague Power Fist hits on a 3, and he rerolls 1s. So he got 4 hits, wounds on a 2. So that's 3 invulnerable saves for your Scourges, mate.
3 5 ups. Ooh.
Yeah, I have no idea.
2 die.
2 die so far, yep.
Yep.
Who's next? I've got 3 heavy plague weapons in that squad. Heavy plague weapons, whether these are flails, power fists, or axes. Oof. Reroll that. So that miss. Then 3 lethals, and then them hit. That's 5 more invulnerable saves.
5 ups.
Scourges are crushed. Next up, my plague drone, giving that Cabalite Warrior a good probing. Not that good of a probing because he only hit him once. Wounds him on a 2. That's 1 wound at -1.
5 up.
You have not been pretty. He's got hold of the probe. This epic duel of this Cabalite Warrior versus a plague drone.
Yes. So 2 attacks hitting on 3s. The ball
He's
hit.
some boy.
Oh, he's some boy.
6s.
6s. I think.
He's too busy grabbing all of that. His dripping probe.
Is that
Pause.
what you call it?
Let's do the score. Okay. Although that was quite a good turn for the Death Guard. Took out some units. Got models all over the board now. Sam is miles ahead. He completed his defence stronghold. I can get 6 extra points on my score if Sam doesn't deal with my Beast of Nurgle. But so far he's got more than double the points. But I've completed engaging all fronts, and sabotage is pending. Going into Sam's turn 3, I'm on 2 CP. So let's see what the Drukhari can do back. Okay, Drukhari turn 3. Sam's got behind enemy lines and cleanse. Now, Sam, looking a little bit like this camera's going to explode. 2 seconds. Right, don't know what's going on with my camera, but let's continue. So, like I was saying, Sam, looks like you've had like a slight tactical change up in what's happening. Because where the hell have all your Dark Eldar gone?
Yeah, I mean, basically, what the plan is I'm head on points, yeah?
Miles ahead.
So...
Well, as long as that beast of Nurgle is stopped from sabotaging.
Yeah, but even if you do, I don't think there's much I can do about that, potentially. Mm-hmm. So basically what I've done is, I want to kill that rhino so you don't get the points for it.
Yeah.
You're not on your home objective, so you might only get 4 on the primary again, which is massive.
Yes, that is massive.
So I've brought these back, so they can all shoot the rhino, but the far away as possible from all this stuff.
Okay.
These two have just shuffled around. They're probably just going to shoot at these, try and clear up the back lines a bit, or potentially the beast of Nurgle. I'm guessing he's not infantry.
No, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Like me. Like me.
Then these have jumped out at the start to cleanse this objective.
Yep.
These cleanse this objective.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, points for cleanse, points for cleanse. The big unit that was in this have jumped back in.
Yeah.
This has came back here.
Yeah.
The Drozar's unit have all jumped out this vehicle. They did it before it moved, so I didn't have to use a CP charge. And they're probably going to go into these flies or deny Richard points like in the beast. And this is just move block them.
Yes.
Just to try and keep you away from me. So, and over there he passed. Well, I used.
You may use a CP to make sure you pass, so you could definitely get your 2 units for behind enemy lines. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going for I really need the points here because. Like I said, at the minute it's a points game. I can't kill you. I can't win you in the fight game. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Let's do it. Okay, start shooting phase. That venom is firing all the way across into Lord Fest's unit of Plague Marines.
So hitting on 3s.
4s.
These are -1 hit. Are they?
Yeah, they're infantry. I've got this is my detachment rule.
Oh right, of course. And then wounding on 3s. 4 saves, -1.
Yeah. I'll take a bit of cover for that building. So, freeze. Yeah, you take out a Plague Marine.
Nice. I'll just do a bit of camera, shall I?
Yeah, no worries.
Zero unit. Miss.
Yeah, Sam's starting to shoot phase off at the Rhino with one of the Ravagers. They're cheeky then. They just stick that little nose spike out and you can see all over the place. So, yeah. I mean, he's starting firing. He's got 3 of them and 2 of them have pain tokens on. But he's firing them without pain tokens first. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to, just in case Sam's dice fluff up, I'm paying smoke again on it. He's only got 2 wounds. If one Dark Lance hits, it's gone. But
So hit on 4s now, yeah.
yes.
2 hits, so it's made the difference.
Yeah.
On 3s, just 1.
Right. So if I roll a 5 or a 6,
Just stay alive.
come on, son. Nah. So you get it. So you pop the Rhino.
Yeah.
It didn't explode. So the Rhino's gone. Eastern Nurgle is sabotaging and wrecking this. Pipework, it's just trying to play really, and then so we've got one of the pain token Ravagers is going to try and take him out.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Reroll now.
Nice.
And then we're wounding on
3s.
3s, yeah. Just the 1.
Just the one. It's got a 5 up invulnerable save. No, it gets through.
D6 plus 2.
Yep.
That's 6.
Yep, it's still alive.
So it's going to have to be the next one. Actually, let's do some raiders at it. Yeah, we'll go to a raider.
Okay, the Raider that's right in front of the beast.
Yep.
Hit it.
Doesn't wound.
No.
Go on the next raider.
Which one?
That one there.
This one here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
The unit inside is going to go into these as well.
So the Raider's shooting at who? Him.
Yeah.
Okay. Dark Lance inside and a Dark Lance mounted on it. Yeah, get the against the beast of Nurgle.
So the one inside hits.
Yeah.
Wounds.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, stopped it.
The one inside it's on 4 hits. Wounds.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, kills it.
Just kills it. Yeah.
Deadly Demise. It blew up.
Oh God, what did it do?
It's Deadly Demise 1, mate.
All right.
It took out the beast of Nurgle, and then you've got the rest firing into the Plague Marines.
Yep. So we've got a blaster. Misses. We've got a shredder. 3 shots. This is wounding on 3. 2 saves. No minus.
Fine.
And then we've got the.
I need to take one of them out. One of them is no longer alive.
Splinter cannon, and then just 2 splinter rifles.
Splinter cannon.
Just one hit with an astartes. Wounds on 3s. 2 more, -1.
Yep. Yeah, so, yes, pops 1, yeah.
And then the 2 splinter rifles. 2 hits. 2 hits.
Injures 1, yeah. Venom here is going to try and take out some more Plague Marines.
Yep, so 8 on 4s. 2, 6, 3s. 5, -1.
5 at -1. Alright, okay. Should have got the ground. Never mind. I'll lose 2 more. Yep. These Venoms over here are going to shoot at the Nurglings.
Going to make the demons wish they never came to this planet.
Well, you will roll like that.
Yeah. I think 7 -1.
Okay. Damage are there?
2 damage.
Okay, I'll just check the invulnerable save. 2 Venoms took out both of all the bases, sorry. So, shooting a Ravager at the back end over there is going to try and take out some of my flies.
Yep, so Ravager hitting on these, not stealth out of there.
No.
3s, rolling. And then wounding on 3s. Just 1.
Okay, 5 or 6. Yeah, stopped it. So that's the shooting phase over with, so we've got some charges. Okay, we've got Drazar fighting my big fly guys. That was Sam putting a pain token on them as well to get the reroll hits. The only real downside they've got is that they don't have anything to help them with. Well, they've got Lance having this, that'll help them. Because I'm toughness 8, these big flies.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Drazar's up.
Yep, hit on 2s. All hit.
Yep.
And then we're wounded on 4s. Just 3 at -3.
Yeah, vulnerable saves.
Oh.
I made them all.
Oh,
I made them all.
Yeah,
This is 6 Incubi's attacks. There's 4 more after this, right?
that's right. So hit on 3s.
With rerolls.
With rerolls. What's the 5s and 6s? What's the issue? 5 and 6s. Oh, I mean, tell you what. You can't sniff at that.
Yeah, you can't complain with that.
Can't sniff at that. Do you want me to roll you a 4 for you?
Yeah, so far that's what 8.
That is 8, yeah.
So 8 wounds so far, and you've got 4 more to do. It's 4 Incubi.
Incubi. Rolling. And then 5 and 6s again. It's not as good, but another 10. So there's 10 altogether, yeah.
Okay, 10 invulnerable saves.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 5 up invulnerable save and 10 saves. Not bad. Incubi cut down 2 of my drones. I've just left the standard bearer left alive. He's going to attack back, so we've got his plague sword. Missed. And then the fly. Missed. Nice one. Good work. At least he didn't die.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the turn, so scores, yeah? Let's do it. At the end of the turn, Sam's used his last command point to have the Incubi fall back and then jump back into the raider. The fly guy's like, yeah, you better run. little scamps. Okay, these scumbag aliens are quite good at scoring points. So Sam got another 15 points on primary, then scored 8 on secondaries because he did behind enemy lines and he did cleanse. So going into Death Guard turn 3, you get your CP. So the Death Guard, they're cleaning house a little bit, but the Drukhari are just running around and running rings around them and scoring loads of points. Let's see what the Death Guard can do in their turn 3. Yeah, turn 3 for the Death Guard. I've still got Sabotage because Sam stopped me from doing it by killing poor Beastie Boy. And I've drawn Cleanse. I'm going to try and go for that one. I think, to be honest with you, Sabotage is going to be... It's worth a lot, but the firepower, the manoeuvrability is quite good for stopping you from doing it. So I might just get rid of it for a CP. I've got 2 CP anyway. Here's what's happening. Lord Fest advanced just to get around this stupid Venom. The remaining drones going for this small squad of Kabalites there. My other Chaos Lord has just legged it to get in range of that objective because they're so slow, these Terminators, it's frustrating. If only they were in a Land Raider. My Lord, Sorcerer Lord, he's moved up. He's going to try and take out a Ravager with the help of Typhus, who's battle shocked, so he's just going to lodge some bees. And then my Hauler is cleansing, or is he terraforming? Terraforming's worth more points, isn't it?
Terraform, like.
Yeah, I'll just terraform. It's worth more points because you get every turn. And then my drone over here is going to try and deal with that venom, potentially. So that's where we're at. I'll tell you what, I'll just roll for that. I'll roll for that drone right now. 7 hits. Strength is 6. So only 2. -1.
-1 to 5s.
2 wounds off it, puts it down to 3.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Best thing I've ever seen. Next up, bees at the... Let's go for the lead Ravager.
I know.
Yep, D6 mortal wounds on it. 1. Oh wait, come on guys. Come on dice. Do us a favour, mate. Do us a favour. There is a stratagem for better shooting from the... which I think I'll play. I've got 2 CP, so I'll play that. I believe it's reroll 1s to hit. Unless you're within half range, it's reroll full, but I'm not within half range, so the Terminators will put everything into the lead Ravager, and I'll pop the more powerful version of the Cursed Leper.
Yeah.
See if you can earn that Lepromancer name. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, I know. One Terminator in that squad who's actually getting the full rerolls, and that's the Reaper, because he's got a lot longer range, so his half range is 18. So he's got 4 shots of his Reaper. So just reroll that 1 miss. Yeah, so you got a full house plus an extra 1. Now this is strength 7, so it'll be 5s, but 6 as a dev. No, but he did 3 wounds at -1.
3 -1. I don't think he's going to cover, so it'll be 5 up.
Yep. Oh, nice. So 1 wound off it so far. Then we've got Blight Launcher. Reroll 1s because of the strat. So 2 hits, and then 5s and 6s. 2 wounds, -1, damage to each of these ones.
Yeah, so 5 ups again.
Yeah. So it's 4 damage off the Ravager. Now I'm going to do the Focus Witchfire and pop the thingy-majig for the Sorcerer. So it's now strength 8 damage free on his leprosy.
Yeah.
2d6 shots though, here comes a double 1. No, 11 shots. Could he do something with his spell? It's going to happen. Have some leprosy, sir. Reroll the 1s. Unfortunately, it's not lethal hits. And it's only strength 8, which means I need to give these a good shake. Can you hear that shaking? Yeah, 5s and 6s. Yeah, that's 3, and that's at -2, I believe, mate.
Yep, so 6s. All go through.
It's 3 damage a pop, that.
Nice, so you get him. See if he blows. He doesn't.
I killed a tank with leprosy. Next up, Lord Fest and his friends are going to try and take out this venom. I'll tell you what, I'll start with Lord Fest. He missed and hit. Oh, you got stealth, so that's just 1 hit. Death wounds on a 6? No, he didn't do anything. The Foul Blight Spawns, big hose of death. 4 hits. Strength 7, your toughness is now 5. So it's 3 wounds on that, -2, damage 2.
-2, so it'll be 6s.
6 damage. Does it explode?
It does.
It does, so I take a wound on my squad. Swish. So the only things that are charging this turn are my 2 things that fly. So my drone on the left. Oh, he's definitely in, he rolled a 10. And then my other drone, Plague Drone, yeah, he's also in. So fight some warriors and fight a venom over here. Combat off with my Plague Drone, this Plague Sword. Missed again. Fly, missed again. Well done. What an idiot. You get a pal and attack back if you like.
Yeah.
I'll do this drone over here. He hit twice. Wounded twice, -1, damage 1. Can't even kill it.
-1, damage 1, so 5s.
Takes a wound off, he's got 2 left. Brilliant. We're an amazing fight phase. Absolutely incredible stuff. People will be on the edge of the seats here. Who's going to win? Okay, if it's not going well, I should be on 17 points there. I'll add it in a second. Because I'm terraforming, that's not done until the end of Sam's next turn. I'm going to get rid of Sabotage for a CP. Puts me on 2. And Cleanse. Well, I'll just keep hold of because I'm in a position I could do it on multiple next turn. So that's the end of Death Guard turn 3. It's over to Drukhari turn 4. Okay, turn 4 for the Drukhari. Sam's got 2 command points. He's drawn Extend Battle Lines and Skew No Man's Land. He was already doing them before he drew them, so that was easy. They're already done. Battle of the Century happening there. Drone versus a Venom. Who will win? Who cares?
That guy ran off, didn't really matter. But
What a hero.
Yep.
A hero. Oh, I know where he's going.
Probably going to be a little bit late, but...
Terminators are being left alone by the looks of things. And then...
Basically, these have all got angles, so they can all just pile a load of weapons into that unit over there.
Yeah, and Drazzar's out again.
Yeah, Drazzar's out back to fight the flies again.
Fly swatting.
This unit jumped out the vehicle again with the Archon.
So you can do your fun
So
fancy
I can
scrap.
finally do my thing, and I'm not going to mess up this time. So, power thing on them, power token, token.
All I can do is go to ground with my remaining command point and just have stealth and cover.
You also Overwatches and got down 2 wounds.
Yeah, I overwatched it. That was just from the foul blight spawn, to be fair, with his big squirty McSquirter.
And then the unit of Cabalites here jumped into that just so they can...
Die when it explodes.
Potentially, if it does die, I'm actually just going to get him out and sort of move block him again.
Oh, right.
So
I didn't realise it was the ITC tournament scene.
Well, it's Drukhari tactics, my friend. Drukhari tactics. Because the main thing Drukhari can do is move block, especially something against Death Guard. So this is it's probably one of the best weapons.
The Death Guard are moved block by their own stats, mate. Movement 4, what's all that about?
Yeah.
Terrible. Terminators like wading through water, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
So we're on to a shooting phase, eh?
Let's do it.
We just point blank in while you're there.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
Or are we going to shoot out at somebody
Be
else?
better shooting at someone else, wouldn't it?
All right, yeah, it might be better off, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll wait.
Oh, is this everyone right? Okay,
It's
that's
probably gonna be everything.
there. You go. That's my command point spends. They've gone to ground. They've got stealth. Let's see how they get on against the whole cans of shooting.
Yeah.
Starting with the pain token venom.
No, Venom without the pain.
Oh, the venom without the pain token. Oh, that's what I was saying. You could have just added that one in, couldn't you?
Yeah, potentially. What I'm trying to do is not kill too much because I want to be able to see them with my own vehicles.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I just sort of have to do it in an order, which is a bit of a... But first one, hitting on 4s. There, miss. That goes back in. And then we're wounding on 3s. So you've got 4 saves. You're all in cover. So
Yeah.
4
And yet
saves, you roll 5 dice.
Oh, was only 4?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter. You kill one off.
Kill one off.
Yeah. Kill off the injured dude.
Yep. I might as well do the venom now that I can...
The pain token one, yeah.
Pain token one. So hitting on 4s. So that goes to 5. Then wounds on 3s. You've got another 4 saves. So
4 this time, yeah.
Yeah. So another 3.
3 more.
4 deads altogether.
Oh, that's not good rolling by me. That's not good. That's not good. That's 4 Plague Marines dead so far. Next up, this will be the old Tyrant with his pain token and his fancy strat, I imagine.
Yeah, he's done a lot better than the new Tyrant, this guy, so far. So, Dark Lance hitting on 4s. So that is sustained. It's 2.
So that's 3 Dark Lance hits. Nice.
Hitting on... Sorry, roll to hit, so it's wounded on 2s. 2... and then re-roll the wounds as well, because of the power from pain.
Okay.
3 saves, -3.
-3, even covers 5. Yes, you take out one of the Plague Marines. Next gun.
Then we've got a Splinter Cannon. All hits.
Yep.
Wounds on 3s. Rerolling them. So you've got 3 more saves, -1.
Yeah, take out another Plague Marine. That's just characters now.
Just characters left, yeah?
Yep, just
We've
characters.
Got a Blaster. Misses, but I can reroll. Misses. And we've got a Shredder. 2 shots. 1 save, no minus.
Yeah, put up a foul. The foul takes a wound. He's got 3 left.
And we've got 1, 2. We've only got 2 Splinter rifles. So I might just roll them all so you can get some 6s. So 2 going for 6, 3s. Reroll that. So 5 more saves.
Yeah, on the foul. He's got 1 wound remaining.
Nice.
Now it's time for the Ravagers to kill poor Lord Fest with Dark Lancers.
Yeah, so the first one without the pain token on. So hitting on 3s now, yeah?
No, he's infantry.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's your hand roll. All hit though, and then wounded on 2s. 2 saves.
Yep. Pass on fail 1.
D6 plus 2.
He's gone.
Gets
That's
6.
Lord Fest taken out. Now the other Ravager to try to take out the Blight Spawn.
So hitting on 3s.
coward. 2s.
You don't hit on 3s, you hit on 4s.
Hit on 4s. Did I?
So you got 1 hit.
We've got 1 hit. Did I have any rerolls there?
Yeah, but
Rerolls into where?
it doesn't matter because you made both your wound rolls anyway. So you've hit him once. He's dead.
Yep.
Poof, house by spawn gone. Darkland shot over at the hauler.
Yeah. So hitting on 3s. Hits. Wounds on 3s. Wounds.
Yeah, 5 or 6. And no, gets through.
D6 plus 2.
Yeah, that leaves him on. I think he's got 9 wounds. I think he's got 3 left.
Decent.
I'll check. Okay, there's only 2 gods. There's the epic drone fight over there, and then we've got the other drone fight against Drazar. It's a pain token on him.
It's a pain token.
See if Drazar can kill a plague drone.
See if we can do it. So, yeah, hitting on... What's this toughness of this guy?
8.
8.
You need...
I'd be better doing the... doing this sweep one.
Okay.
3, 4, 6, 7. So hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Reroll. And then wounded on 4s. But it's twin linked.
Okay.
So you've got 5 saves at -3. So
I filled them all.
2 damage.
Oh, that's it. He killed himself a fly. Go on, Drazar. Some boy. Sam uses his last CP to have Drazar hop back into the raider at the end of the turn. So that's Drazar back inside. And then we've got the fight that everyone wants to see, the drone versus the venom. Whose turn is it? Is it yours? So I get a strike first, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's 1 lethal hit and 1 hit. Just 1 lethal hit, minute. That's it.
1 lethal hit, yeah.
Yeah, -1.
Yeah, goes through.
No, it's on 1 wound. Oh, baby. Exciting stuff.
I get to attack you back.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
My
forget
God,
about
Battle
that.
of the Century.
Don't forget about that, the old mess.
Nice, nice. Let's add the scores up. Okay, it's a bit of an embarrassing score difference so far with the in the game. Sam's already on to 77 points in turn 4. Racking them up because you achieved both secure no matter. Well, you already knew that because it was done at the start of the turn, never mind at the end. So they're both done. Over to Death Guard, turn 4. It's not looking good. Terminators are still in it though.
It's still in it. Still in it.
Okay, turn 4 for the Death Guard. Like I say, it's not going well, but secondaries, I think I can do them both this turn and score some points. Got one unit. I've got some primary this time, some one terraformed objective. So the Terminators are cleansing, the Hauler is cleansing, the drone can fall back, shoot and charge, so we'll try and get no prisoners on both the Venom and the Warrior there. Then I'll try and get my last point on no prisoners by my Terminators popping Drazar's Raider, hopefully, fingers crossed. Wish him luck. First things first, I'll put 1 flamer into the Venom, 1 flamer into this Warrior. So 1 into the Warrior, hit him 4 times, wounding him on 2s. 2 at -1.
So 5s.
Yeah, so he dies, gets me 1 point for no prisoners in the Venom. Hit the Venom twice. 1 wound on the Venom, -1.
5.
Yes, so I'll have to do it in combat.
Yeah. Tank shock.
Tank shock,
Easy
yeah.
peasy.
I was going to use... Oh, next up. Bees! At, that's D3 plus 3 at Drazar's Transport. So it's 4 mortal wounds off Drazar's Transport straight away.
So he's down to 5.
Down to 5. I tell you what, I use my last CP on the stratagem to reroll hits.
Yeah, I think I'll
Reroll
use
ones.
CP on a 4-pin fun for it.
4-pin fun for it, right, cool. So I'll do my my Reaper.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
be a 6.
Playing out Beyblades as well.
Yes!
6. It wasn't even going to be a 6 either there. You just talked into existence.
5 6s. No, it's a dev wound, and it's strength 7, so it's just a dev wound.
Just a dev wound.
Yeah, it's just a dev wound, mate.
Cool.
So it puts it down to 4 wounds remaining, yeah.
Yep.
The Blight Launcher. Reroll the 1s because of the strat. Hit. Didn't wound because it's only strength 6. Right, I didn't roll last time for his psychic power. It was okay. Now I'll roll. Now he's going to do the focus witchfire of the Curse of Lepra. See if he can get another tang with it. So 2d6 shots. 6 shots. Come here. Hitting on freeze. It's Strength is something. 2 wounds.
Yeah.
-2.
Not devastating right now.
No.
So 4 pinned wound.
That's another wound off it, leaves it on 3.
Yep.
And then we've just got some bolt guns. Can the bolt guns take 3 wounds off the raider? Let's find out. So reroll 1s. Yep. So it's 6s to wound, rerolling 1s because of the Blight Lord rule. Reroll those 3 1s. That's 4 saves in total. No minus to that, so if you've got a 3+ save. Or raiders only have a 4?
4, yeah.
Alright, so it's just
4s. Takes the wound.
put on 2, eh?
Yeah.
Never mind, eh? Never mind, we
tried,
tried. We tried. Only thing that's left to do then is just hopefully have the drone kill that venom.
Your time shocking.
I can't, I just used it to play that rubbish strap on them. So it's got 3 attacks.
Yep.
1 lethal hit and 1 hit. Not wounded as well, so 2 -1.
2 -1. 2 5-ups.
Hey, do explode?
Does it explode? It doesn't.
Alright, so that's the end of turn 4 for the Death Guard. Do the scores. The end of turn 4 for the Death Guard. I'm still miles behind, but I'm on 35 points now. I'll get 1 CP, and I did cleanse and no prisoners for 4 points each. So it's going into the final turn for the Drukhari. Will they stop being cowards and take me on in one-on-one combat with the Terminators? Let's find out. Okay, final turn for the Drukhari. Perfect card, no prisoners. Sam's going for it. Sabotage, get lost, you're not getting done. Sam's got 1 CP. He did have 2, but he spent 1 on... Look at this. So, the Drukhari stormed in. It's the operation deal with the Terminators, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
So, Drazar's leading the charge. He's looking the wrong way, like.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. now he looks more heroic. Not a word you'd use for Drukhari, really, is it? Heroic.
Hell no.
So the plan is, you're already miles ahead on points, you've maxed out on primary. The plan is shoot and then stab to death all my Terminators, yeah?
So much damage you can do on them, so it'll be fun, won't it?
Yep. All I can really do is play my defensive strat for being next to my mythic Blight Hauler and see what you can do.
Yeah.
Is that you dishing out pain tokens by any chance?
Yeah, I've just shot 2 on the Ravagers, and I've just shot 1 on the Venom. I've got another one, but I might as well save it for combat just in case.
Okay, so now we've got Dark Lancers.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, the first thing Sam's going to go for is going to try and get rid of Typhus. Typhus is there with 2 ablative wounds. These Poxwalkers. So what are you going for first? What's going to try and shoot him?
I'm going to shoot everything in here at him. So basically there's 5 Cabalites with Splinter Rifles and the Dark Lance.
At Typhus, yeah?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'll do Splinter Rifles first, try and get rid of them Poxwalkers.
Okay.
So hitting on 3... Oh no, you -1 to hit, are you?
Yeah, of course. He's in 3.
This is there, and then wounding on 3. So you've got 3 saves, no miss.
3 saves, no minuses. Right, so damage 1.
Yeah.
Okay, first one. Second one. Yeah, then Typhus. Yeah, so the Poxwalkers are gone, it's just Typhus.
So the Dark Lance and Typhus.
Missed.
Missed. So it's -1 to hit just for Typhus himself, is it, yeah?
They're infantry.
You're going to have to remind me about that all.
You'll get it by about 10-8.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not. So that's that shot. So next unit, might as well go into Typhus as well. So starting with the Shredder. 2 shots. Toughness 6, right?
Yeah.
4s. 2 saves.
Yep. He's okay.
Yep. The Splinter Rifle, Splinter Cannon.
Missed.
Or miss. The Splinter Rifle. 1 hits. No. And then the Dark Lance hits. Wounds.
He gets through.
Gets through. D6 + 2.
Oh, you know what? I've got 1... Oh, wait, and I'm going to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, so you got him. That's Typhus gone.
Gets rid of Typhus and
No. Next up, the old / now the new Archon is also now firing into the Terminators, yeah?
Yeah.
Take it away.
So, let's do a Splinter Cannon. All miss.
Nice.
And then let's do a Dark Lance. Misses.
Nice. So, the 2 Venoms, we'll start with the one that doesn't have a pain token on it.
Yep, so 4s. 2.
3s, just 1, -1.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, 1 with the paint token on. 4s. No, but then them 3 flood. And then 3s. That's 6 at -1.
Oh, they're -1, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good rolling by me.
It's not good. 2 damage a pop.
Yep, so it takes out injured Terminator, kills another Terminator, then wounds 1. Your Raider's actually going to try and take out my Hauler instead. So go on, take it away.
Yep, so in on 3s, hits,
Yep.
3s, wounds.
Yeah, make it.
Do a Ravager into these Terminators.
Okay, Ravager into the Terminators.
So hitting on...
This one got a paint token?
Yes.
Okay.
4s. 2 hits, and then 3s. Just 1.
Okay. Make it.
Nice. Next Ravager, let's just do it to this, try and get rid of it.
Oh, you're going to try and get rid of my Hauler?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, next Ravager. All hits. 3s, or is it? Just 1.
Just 1, yep. Make it.
Nice. That's all the shooting there.
Okay, so it's just charges, just
Yeah.
Drukhari going into my Terminators, yeah?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. They are in.
They are in,
Go
yep.
ahead, just about.
Yeah, then I roll a dice, and they're -1 damage
Yep.
against my Sorcerer's unit.
Lovely.
Okay, here we go. Pain tokened up, Drukhari leading 10 incubi against my Terminators.
Let's give it a go.
But they've got -1 damage, that's my only saving grace here, really.
Yes. So the Demiglaves hitting on. I'm doing the dual blades because it's going to be 1 damage anyway. So
Yep.
hit on 3s, re-rolling, and then we are wounding on strength 4, then +1 to wound, so 4s.
Yep.
3 saves.
Aren't they twin linked?
They are twin linked. Thank you very much. 4 saves, -2.
4 saves at -2.
Yep.
Yeah, you kill off the injured Terminator.
Sweet.
1 down. Incubi.
So 6, and I've got another 3 after this. So on 3s, re-rolling.
10 so far, yeah.
Do the 3. Fours. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 altogether.
15 4-up saves for the Terminators. So that's 5 Terminators left, and my Sorcerer. Now Drukhari is up.
Yeah, Drukhari, so I could do my once per game thing where I go for a character, but they're just too tough. I don't think I'll kill him. So 2s. Ooh. Re-rolling. No. And then 3s. So 4 saves, -3.
Okay. Make 2, fail 2. What damage is that?
3, so we'll have a 2.
Okay, so he kills another Terminator. So he kills the Terminator, then injures another.
Yeah.
Okay, my Terminators piled back in, so they've got my Flail of Corruption. Hit 4 times. Wounds on a 2. Oh, how are we lads? Come on. 2 at -1.
2 at -1's 4 ups.
Yeah, so take out 1. 3 bubotic weapons. How are we lads? How are we lads? Come on. Let's less of this, please. This is some absolutely horrendous dice
I
roll.
don't think it's your.
This is.
I don't think it's the. It's the dice. It's the army. It must be. It must be because there's smelly death guards. Do I have one to say?
Yeah, -2.
-2. So yeah.
Oh, get in all of the attacks to kill a single skinny little Dark Eldar. Next up, my Sorcerer with his Force Weapon. Next up, Sorcerer's Force Weapon. Can he actually hit? Yes, he can. Can he wound? Yes, he can. Force Weapon is -1, mate.
And that's 4, yeah?
3.
3. So, -1, sorry.
Yes.
4 ups. Another 1 dice.
Yeah, cool. Great stuff. Okay, and to top that off, once last CP was used to make Drukhari go and jump straight back into his transport and bounce, I imagine.
He wants nothing to do with that.
He wants nothing to do with that, I don't blame him.
Don't get paid enough.
At the end of Sam's turn 5, his final turn, he did no prisoners, get rid of sabotage for a CP for the final turn. You've got 96, so I've only got to get 62 points in my final turn, and I'll turn this around.
Easy done.
Easy peasy. Okay, final turn for the Death Guard. Obviously it's not going well, but we're going to try and get Drazar for our troubles. And I've got Assassination to help me with that. Defense Stronghold, that's not getting done. I've got 1 CP and I've got a plan for that. Watch this space. Basically everyone just moved up here. You ran, so, or advanced as it's called in 40k. The Hauler, Terminators, other Terminators can try and pop Drazar's radio to only has 2 wounds remaining, and then hopefully punch his stupid head in afterwards. So that's basically the plan. Get that 5 points for Assassination. He's called the Hauler, so his multi-melter.
Might as well do a 4 bin run.
Yeah, multi-melter hit twice. Multi-melter wounded twice.
2 4 bin runs.
Yeah, it's destroyed. Does it explode?
Does it explode? It doesn't.
The crew inside.
Oh, there's 8 altogether.
Dive.
So one more dies.
So one more Inkabide goes down. Yep. The only thing left to shoot now is my Sorcerer Lord and his Terminators. Obviously, I'm just going to shoot at Drazar's unit and then charge Drazar, hopefully. Okay, last for my shooting phase. What I'm going to try and do is, hopefully, if I roll really well, I kill off the Incubi with the Terminators and then I kill Drazar with Leprosy. That's the idea. So first things first, the Reaper. Hit 3 times. Wounded twice, -1, damage 1.
So 4s. More dice.
1 dead. They've got 2 combi bolters. Combi plague bolters even. There we go, there's 2 wounds already. And 3s. There's 2 more, so 4 saves for the squad now. No, they're all fine. They got power armor on, have they?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, Leprosy. Test for last time, he was okay. Have some Leprosy, sir. 7 Leprosies. Hitting on 3s. 6 hits. Strength is something, it'll be 2s. So that is 6 at -2.
6, 5 ups.
What's all that about?
I know, what is all that about? 1 more dies.
Okay, let's do it in combat. Last up, charge into combat. Yeah, we're in. And then my last CP will be used on a fly-blown horse stratagem where basically I can cause impact hits with infantry. If it's a cultist or a poxwalker, it's done on a 5. But if you're a space marine, it's done on a 4+. So I've got 5 models there. So
basically a time tracker.
It's like a Terminator shock. 3 mortal wounds to the unit.
Nice. 3 more die.
The bulk of the Terminators just crush them. Okay, combat. We'll have the flail go first. See if the flail can take down the last of the Incubi. That's 2 lethals on him so far. And then 2 more wounds on him. So that's -1, damage 2.
So -1, damage 2. So 4 up, 4 up, 4 up, 4 up.
Right. So that's the last thing by gone. But the Terminator with a flail. Then I've got two Terminators in there with 3 Terminators. 3 Terminators with robotic weapons. Nicely done, lads. Nicely done. So that's 2 lethals. These hit. Wounded on 2s. Wounded on 2s. So that's 7 plus 2, 9. 9 -2.
-2, so 9 4-ups.
It's absolutely fantastic roll.
3 go through.
Yeah.
Still got your big lad to finish him off?
Yeah. So who's he got left?
2.
He's got 2 left. My Sorcerer's up. Can my Sorcerer Lord, Damien the Lepromancer, take down Drazar? Okay. It's 2 hits, that's all he needs. It's 2 wounds, -1.
So
Damage
2
D3.
3-ups.
Oh, he survived. He survived. Are you going to use your once per game
Yeah, should I?
precision to see if you take him down in return?
Let's do it. So you
Oh.
-1, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, you've got -1
Also,
damage.
did you hurt yourself when you did your thing?
From my spell. Yeah. I rolled before for the last. He rolled and turn after.
Yeah. So he's actually only on how many wounds now? 2.
2.
Nice. You -1 damage. So I'll do the 3 damage weapon. Hitting on 2s. All hits, and then wounding on 4s. 2 saves at -2.
And have to make them both, or he's dead, eh?
Make them both, or he's dead.
Yes, a minor victory.
So that battle just goes on forever.
They just back off, back away,
into the shadow.
and he just jumps in and no corrupted air for us. We've added it all up. 96 points to the Drukhari, 57 points to the Death Guard, making it a Dark Eldar victory. Well done there, Sam. You did a very, very, very good job showing off what the Drukhari can actually do.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Congratulations on your
Nice
first Drukhari victory.
Yeah,
You knew the place to come for a victory,
oh,
didn't you?
That's it. I knew I needed a victory, so I give Richard a ring, and now here I am.
I'll bust out my worst dice rolls for you.
I know that my luck has finally turned around with them dice, because
No, they were fine in the sun, weren't
they were actually probably doing pretty well, weren't they?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
But yeah, I found it really interesting doing the 2k Drukhari list. I sort of handicap myself sometimes because I'm trying to run like a thematic Drukhari list with just a cabal. So I don't have any like pain engines or anything like that at the minute. But I think I will eventually get some of the better stuff. But
Do you want a pain engine? I've got one upstairs.
do you actually?
Yeah. Do you want it?
You are talking about a model here, aren't you? You're not. I know what I think you're in there.
But no, it is actually a pain engine if you want it.
Well, if you're giving it away,
There
I'll
you
take
go,
it off
see.
take it off your hands.
I had 2 to give you because you only have 1. It was interesting to play against them though, because like I don't normally play against Eldar of any kind, and I think I'm going to have a similar situation happen soon because I've got another Luke's going to bring on his Samhain Eldar, so that's going to be all jet bikes and stuff like that,
nice.
and Vipers and that. So I think I might have. At least I learned a little bit about what not to do against them because they were just so slippy, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they were the complete polar opposites, these two armies. You had the slow Death Guard,
So
very, very slow, but really tough. And then I had the really, not tough at all, the glass cannons, but the very, very fast.
I think the mission setup was really handy for you as well. Though. Like I set it up to be like, because of the air purifier, the terraforming of the planet and stuff like that. And then I set the mission up to fit that. But then once we played, I was like, oh, hang on, that's brilliant for Drukhari because there's more objectives for them to jump on, and then they can convert them and then jump back and things. Do one and go, all right, now we're just going to rack the points up, rack the points up.
Yeah, the primary was.
I think it was fun.
It just went. It was an uphill slog for you because I was getting the primary. I could stick to them. I got early game terraform, and I could just keep you off the primary with the Dark Lances.
Yeah, you jumped onto it, tagged it, sprayed it up, and then just backed off, and just backed off.
And I think the cards came at the right time as well. I got behind enemy lines when I needed it. I had 2 units behind enemy lines.
Yeah, then you got extend and
at the same time, which was perfect. It was almost like it was just set up perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah. But that's what happens sometimes when you play well, though. That you get yourself into a good position, that you're ready for cards.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not struggling, you're ready for the good cards anyway.
Well, that definitely wasn't my plan. I wasn't playing well there. I was just very lucky. but yeah, just fell into place and got the victory. So I'm looking forward to using them again now.
And then we're going to have a whole new deck to learn soon, aren't we?
Yeah, whole new deck.
It'll be interesting to see if they can Games Workshop can finally actually get any of us to use those Gambit extra cards that no one ever uses.
I think these ones will be getting used quite a lot. These new ones.
Because they give you a unit of cool abilities and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a free strat, or you get it's a free strat, or it's like an easy secondary. So you're almost always going to use it to get the free strat and the easy secondary.
Isn't there one for like allowing like monsters and vehicles to go through walls?
Just to move through walls, yeah. So it's if you want
cool
the
like
points
guy at the end of the game.
That's it. So yeah, I'm really interested to see. I don't know if they've changed the secondaries that much. I don't think they haven't said anything about it, so I think it'll be very similar.
They should do, because obviously you play enough and I play enough now that sometimes you can almost predict the next card that's coming out of your deck. You know what I mean? And it's good to get a change up and start, because if they change up enough, you'll play your army differently, and that's always good.
Yeah,
Just like
definitely.
we were saying on your channel the other day, you've got the detachments for playing your armies different, and then if you get the secondary deck, make your army play different again.
Yeah.
It's like just refreshes everything.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, keeps it fresh. There's nothing worse than having like a stale game. I know I used to play a lot in 8th, and to me that started getting very stale. Sort of similar missions.
Castle, game of Castle and up there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but yeah, I'm liking this edition so far. I think it definitely needs a few tweaks, but I think it's good fun.
No, I'm loving it, and yeah, thanks for coming on. I know we're going to have to see what sort of things we've got planned next.
Yeah.
Hopefully those cards are out for our next games.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be good.
That'd be really good, and we have had a little chat about a sort of Hell's Reach game in the future.
Yes, I think that'd be perfect with Black Templars in a city against Orcs. I think that would be. I think that would be sick.
With Grimoldus and maybe some Sisters allied detachment. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, you want to do some like thematic Sisters.
Yeah,
Templars, aren't you?
So, but that might be very far in the future, I'm guessing. We've still got a Middle Earth game to come on here.
Yeah, Sam's going to come on the channel and do Middle Earth as well, so there's plenty to come.
Yeah, I know nothing about Middle Earth, but I'll be I've painted up a Moria army. I'm halfway through it, so
yeah, you're smashing it. You're smashing it. You're doing your World Eaters and you're doing a Moria army at the same time, aren't you?
It's the most I've ever painted, I think, in my life. Last year I painted 29 models.
Yeah, if you ever want to get your models painted, just start a YouTube channel.
It really works. It does work.
I've never done so much stuff in my life. I was already pretty like full on before I started doing it, but once I started the YouTube channel, it's like I'm getting up and I'm painting models before I go to work, and once I get in, I'm doing it. It's crazy.
Bringing your paints to work with your van while you're on your break.
I can't, I'm too busy. But yeah, if you want some motivation, start a channel.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's past midnight now, so
I'm like half asleep here.
I'm going to go to bed, and so should all you.
Yeah.
Get some rest.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.